My beautiful stars, reading time. We got this beautiful new deck. It's called the emotional deck. So I just want to use these first. I just want to see what's going on internally with you guys. And then we'll see where this beautiful reading takes us. Anxiety on the bottom. Let's get into it. All right, so your main focus right now, emotionally. Love. And oh, this is nice. So we've got love and gratitude. So first time using this, so just bear with me. All right. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. I say that all the time. When this card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all. Whether it is self-love or love in a relationship, love is the source of your connection with the universe. So true. It's the emotion that drives us in this world. Gratitude is an energy that attracts more abundance and joy. When you are grateful, you align with your frequency and the universe. Let gratitude be a part of your life and remind you to focus on the beautiful things around you. Just off the bat, I think maybe you are transitioning out of anger and frustration. You at the moment, main collective, when it comes to really focusing, and I think love and gratitude paired together is so beautiful because it's not just about external love. I think this collective, you know, to really feel that emotion of warmth, it is about appreciation and having gratitude for what is in your life already. Okay, so this main collective, you could really be focusing on just trying to find those joyous moments, those moments of appreciation right now. You're really trying to take a hold of your emotion. You're trying to take a hold of what you have control over. So maybe you've just come out of quite a painful period of emotion and you're starting to realize that I'm not going to focus on the things that keep overwhelming me. I want to feel the warmth of love in my own soul, my self-love. Let's get one more and then we'll confirm these. Okay, look at these cards. My angels, you guys are, I don't know if you've just woken up and you're feeling lighter. You've got tenderness here. That's a really pretty color, that card. Tenderness is an emotion of compassion and care, filling you with understanding and sympathy for others and yourself. When tenderness appears in your life, it reminds you to treat yourself and others with love and patience. So you're working on your patience, you're working on your tenderness. You don't have a negative, is it called monologue? Inside right now. I think when certain emotion of anger, frustration, anxiety, whatever it may be, is arising in you, you are trying to release it with such a beautiful outlook. Like, this is amazing. This is really nice. All right, let's confirm love. Awakening. Maybe as well, I heard this straight away, your heart space and, you know, what you've been through in love could have caused a beautiful awakening, spiritual awakening for you. Awakening is a profound realization of your inner truth, guiding you to see a deeper meaning of life. Awakening is not only the elevation of the consciousness, but a deep understanding of existence. When awakening occurs, you will feel inner encouragement and inspiration. Oh, this is nice. I feel this. I'm hearing myself say, and I say this in multiple readings, especially if you did get to experience a love that you really feel accelerated your awakening out of dormancy into a beautiful spiritual awakening. It's so easy through the process of patience and release and surrender to hold on to the negativity and hold on to the things that were done, that were unresolved, whatever the case may be. But I always say holding on to that stuff, it's that belief system, it's the old programming that your awakening is trying to break you free from. So a true soul, depth of soul connection, a true divine love, a soul's awakening is really meant to teach you that knowledge of unconditional love and understanding, and to not just live so stuck in the physical. Okay, and I think this collective, you're coming into a powerful transition of whatever has been done in the connection of your heart with whoever else, it did something profound for you. It made you start to blossom into that beautiful flower that maybe you didn't even know you had potential to blossom into. Okay? And through this realization, it's not just the unconditional love you're feeling for whoever this may be, but you're starting to truly see yourself properly and your reflection properly and your self-love properly. For you to be noticing this beautiful blossoming energy you're going through, you're understanding your greatness, you're understanding your soul, which is very profound. It's beautiful. Okay, gratitude. Repression. You're not repressing anymore. And maybe this is also a reason you're going through release. I always say people that repress emotion or walk on eggshells or pretend to be someone they're not, you're repressing yourself and your soul to a state of explosion. And maybe for a long time, not that you were repressing gratitude, but maybe gratitude, and anyone that's awoken in this world, of course you show gratitude, but maybe you've just of recent started to realize, you know what, I'm not showing enough gratitude. I'm not showing enough appreciation for what I have. Of course, if I'm going to keep holding on to the negativity and what is not in my life, it's going to make me miserable. Why not try and switch it up a little bit and actually focus on giving thanks a bit more? Because boy, oh boy, do I have a good life. Okay. Repression is the state of hiding emotions or needs, preventing you from truly confronting your inner self. When repression appears, it reminds you to release emotions and face your true self. Through expression, you will find inner freedom. And I think right now your expression to source and your connection to source up above, whoever you pray to, whoever you think is around you, it's helping you, truly. But be consistent with it. Because I always say a lot of people will come into this phase of release and it'll last for a couple of days, and then you'll fall back into maybe feeling a little bit sorry for yourself or getting trapped in that subconscious belief system you've been trying to heal. This is something that needs consistency, okay? And it's funny how the universe works, because when you're in this mode of gratitude, tenderness, appreciation, your soul clearly, it looks like it shines, right? So your higher self is showing you, when you focus on this, look at how good you feel. So beautiful to do, but make sure this is something that's consistent. It becomes part of your daily routine. We had a reading a couple weeks ago about this energy. And then tenderness. Okay, releasing resentment. And this is very good pairing, because especially with repression, and we talk about this all the time. When we hold on to the things, the negativity, especially, let's go back to this first row, right? Because everything we say is for a reason. I think sometimes people, when they are trapped here and just trapped in the surface level kind of emotion of heartbreak, and we fail to see the lessons it's providing us. And if anyone gets to experience a love that creates a soul transformation and an awakening of awareness, okay, that is one powerful thing. So a lot of the time, especially through the patience, the waiting, you guys understand this at the start. But then through the time, it's like you start to form resentment without you even knowing. And I always say, you don't know when you're getting resentment. It's not like, oh, there's a bit more resentment. Oh, there's a bit more resentment. But when we have this expectation, just because we got to experience something like this, doesn't mean this person's destined to come back to you, right? But some people, instead of really seeing the soul transformation that has occurred, because your 4D mind shows you what you're going to achieve with this connection in life, your expectation is of a return, right? And without you knowing, every bit of time, every bit of cycle, every bit of you your expectation being met with disappointment, you start to harbor resentment. You start to really start holding on to the negative, instead of failing to remember and see what this has really done for you. And then without you even knowing, especially if you're in a situation you're not having that frequent interaction, you just become this little kettle. And the littlest thing can set you haywire. Explosion, right? Because you've repressed so much, you've internalized so much, it's now turned into resentment. But this collective, you're clearly understanding you don't like holding on to this. You're really starting to see the value of what this external connection did to your internal. And I do want to say, people that go through a spiritual awakening later on in life, you've had a lot of trauma. So I always say it's not just this one person that has activated you. A true awakening comes from your poor little vessel not being able to take any more trauma. And that last bout of severe trauma, your brain just completely fuses out. Okay, and this is when you start to awaken to the world around you and understand there's so much more around you, because they don't want you to feel alone, because you're never alone. Okay, but clearly this collective, whatever was created in your heart space, was a catalyst. It was your final point of trauma that your soul could take. And you've clearly been through this journey for a while, okay? You've clearly gone through all the phases we've been talking about. But I feel right now in this very moment, does this maybe still come and go a little bit? Yeah, but I feel this collective, you're trying to focus now on making this permanent, which means in your heart space, you would be having a release of expectation. You wouldn't have this need of a return right now, or you would just be trying to live in the now and live in the you. And especially if you're truly self-love, if you are really starting to see your reflection, okay, and you're really starting to become tender with yourself, and show this gratitude for what you have, for who you are, you would be letting go. And you would be starting to really understand what this true awakening, let's take external love out of it, was meant to create for you. It was meant to make you love you, see your greatness, which means this collective, your whole life, you would have struggled with worthiness issues. Even if this is the most beautiful outer external vessel, internally, you never really saw yourself, that flower, that gem that was meant to blossom and shine, okay? That gem that was meant to be polished into one big fat sparkling diamond. I always say pressure makes diamonds. This collective, you're going through a powerful transition right now. And that's beautiful. Very nice. Let's just get one more. And like, it could still be coming in and out a little bit, but you're finally releasing this confusion. And everything we say is for a reason. So what we said before is you might be doing this now, but make it consistent, okay? The universe, your highest, whoever you pray to, is trying to show you when you focus on this emotion, look at how good it makes you feel inside. So to me, I always say 66 days to really create a habit, an imprint in our mind, especially our subconscious mind. So until you do this with consistency, because clearly your poor little soul, through the time, through the patience, through the build-up of, expectation being met with disappointment, your own expectation you created, to get rid of repressed emotion and resentment, that's not easy. That's not just going to fall away with one day of gratitude, okay? So clearly internally you still have a little bit of this, right? But you're strong enough, because you understand emotion now, right, through your awakening, to understand, okay, I'm going to do this more consistently so I can start to remove this slowly, right? So of course, as you're going through this process, you are going to come in and out a little bit, and you are going to come in and out of moments of confusion. But right now, as you're watching this, And I always say, as a reader, we're not here to tell you how to feel. We're here to confirm it and find you for a reason. This collective, I can see it already. This is finding you to make this emotion consistent in your life. So we can eventually, through time, release all of this and remove the confusion. Simplest thing that you need to say to yourself, right? Because there's a reason I went straight to surface level love, external love, when I was reading this. For so long, your external attachment of what you may gain from this experience was what was driving you. It doesn't need to drive you anymore. It's not about external gain. We talk about it all the time. It's about internal gain. And look at what you're internally gaining. In the first time in your life, since your awakening and before you would have awakened the right collective, this kind of emotion you wouldn't have even thought about. It's not about the external. It's about the internal. And whenever you're focusing on the external, you just need to... This is my brain focusing on the belief system I'm trying to break free from. I'm trying to find my sovereignty. I'm trying to believe and solidify that I am enough, that I can do anything I want to in this world. Whatever I focus on, I can create. So I'm going to focus on the things that makes me feel this within, makes me feel that warmth of love. Your self-love, your self-value, your self-worth, and your self-respect. The confusion will go away. It just takes consistency. 66 days to create a habit. Calculate how many days you've been holding on to this. That's one hard habit to create out of your mind, break out of your mind. It's not going to come easy. You got this. All right, I just want to get you tarot quickly. That was really beautiful. All right, let's get our chakra deck for you guys, because clearly you're coming into a balance emotionally. Oh, actually, just before we get that, we also got these little beautiful animal cards yesterday. Look at the print on them. We'll get you one of these too. Oh, what did we split that on? Don't force it. Ride the wave. Look at the pictures on this. How cute. Okay. All right. Oh, oh gosh, they're all wanting to fly out. This snails journey, small steps, big accomplishments. Slow down. You don't need to speed things up. Number 10, completion. There's no need to rush. The more you can relax, the more easily the universe can step in to support you with its magic. Affirmation. It's safe for me to relax and just receive. I'm not going to force the river. I'm going to let the river flow. And guess what? What did we say before about your expectation? The timing. That's what started to create, unfortunately, a bit of harbored resentment, because your expectations were not being met. You're not meant to know your time. You're meant to release that and just trust. You are always safe, protected, and guided. And what is meant for you will never pass you by. Just walk through life being the best version you can possibly be. It's that, and we've spoken about it a couple times. Wake up every day and treat that one day as if it's a whole lifetime. When you put your head on a pillow at night, were you proud of the things you did in that day? Did you do everything you wanted to in that one lifetime? Just focus on one day at a time. Be present. Okay. This journey is meant to be a snail's journey. It's not meant to be fast. Doesn't mean it's not working in your favor. But you need to grow gradually and slowly. It's a confronting journey. You've got this Bless everything. Gratitude for everything. The hedgehog, number 15. 15th of the 10th could be an important birthday or memory. See the good in all things. Express your gratitude for what brings you joy. Love life with appreciation. I said love life with appreciation. This says live life with appreciation. Affirmation. I bless everything with my words and actions. Oh, it's a little King Charles Cavalier. These are so cute when they're puppy. They're cute in general. You could have a little King Charles Cavalier. Number 11. Cherish the softness of your heart. See your sensitivity as a gift. Allow your heart to remain open and love freely. And when we hold on to resentment and we repress and we hold on to what's been done to, especially in the heart space, without us knowing, we create such an armor. And anyone that's awakened in this world, your heart space it's part of your power. People that are awakened souls, you're meant to spread unconditional love. So when it comes to your heart space, it's a strength of yours. So by holding on to pain and childhood trauma and, relationships or people that you feel have betrayed your heart space, your heart should never be hardened, because clearly they're saying this collective, your sensitivity, your heart is your connection to humanity. And I say this as well, a lot of people that do awaken, it's to find that again. You guys, through the trauma you have faced, you shut down. You turn into that detached kind of person. You actually lack your feminine energy. Normally people that, and this is just general, but once, you activate at a later age, you shine in anything, your yang energy. It's meant to make you find that divine feminine softness again. But it says here, it's safe for you to be vulnerable. Vulnerability leads to happiness. Very nice. All right. Speak to your angels. Call for support. Prayer. I always say there's no stronger line than when you speak to your team, whoever that may be. All right, I just want to see what's going on with you guys currently, because that's a big shift you're going through. So I always say any big emotional shift, it's a pivot for a reason. So sorry, these are all over the place. Hold on a second. It's funny, you could be feeling a little bit back to front. Again, you had that confusion there. There's a reason I say everything. Maybe this collective, this just kind of release of emotion, you really are confused about it. Like, where has this come from? Okay, what's going on with you guys right now? Look out, that's up. You've got the High Priestess here through your Five of Cups. I just think you're starting to see things differently. That Five of Cups, it's just sad because we're not really seeing the silver lining in the situation. We're not understanding that those cups spilt for a far greater reason than we maybe can see in that moment. But we still have so much structure and beauty standing behind us. But when we're focusing on the surface level, emotion in the box, old belief system, we fail to see what we're truly creating. And it's so funny because those two cards, that love and awakening, and how we deviated and said, you're starting to really remember and solidify. Let's take the surface level away from this. Without this walk away, without this last spout of trauma my soul had to bear, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I wouldn't be building the life that I'm creating and the structure I'm creating. So why am I focusing on something that creates sadness, resentment, repression? When look at who I am becoming. Look at who I have become. You're starting to truly see this in a divine feminine approach, and yes, it might be coming in and out, but again, this reading's coming to confirm your strength. And like I said before, it's that card in the surrender deck with your intuition. If things make you feel meh, it's not something that you should be focusing on. If things make you feel joy and contentment, that's the right thing. We talk about signs, emotional signs. They're our biggest signs, more than physical signs. This collective, when you focus on love, gratitude, appreciation, tenderness, that's what makes you feel good. But when you focus on the surface level, it makes you feel like, and it makes you feel overwhelmed, and it starts to create resentment. You're a bridge between two worlds for a reason, and you know your answers. You know what you need. This is a collective. You're truly coming into a place of removing external guidance, external information. I always say sovereignty isn't just about it comes to all aspects, and anybody that goes to watch readings that needs answers from someone else, let it be coaching, divine healing, whatever it is, it's coming from a place of lack. When you really sit in your center and your strength, and you really understand your line to up above, there's no more lack. You don't need the answers. The answers are within you. You live in the now. I always say, us readers, you've got traditional therapists that are really there for the 85%, right? I really call us spiritualists. We're like the spiritual therapists, but we're only here for a chapter for you guys. We're not here for permanence. You guys all need to get to a place where you don't need this anymore. And I feel this is where this collective you're coming into. Your true center, your true knowing. There's no one more powerful than you. I say it all the time. Not my teachings, not the next person, not the next person, not the person after that. There's not one person in this world that knows all the answers. There's no one you can turn to really bring you into that stillness and center but yourself. And this collective, you're starting to realize that, and it's beautiful. Very nice. Okay. And it's so funny because that high priestess, she's the solar, so the confidence you're gaining in who you... Ace of coins, good. And me personally, I allocate that Ace of coins as a miracle card, because I always say, and that's this journey, that's the snail's journey. When we get granted an Ace of Pentacles, it normally starts from an important decision, kind of that leap of faith. But our intuition, everything in our soul is telling us, if I dedicate to this, if I lock in on this, boy oh boy, when this grounds, this is going to change my life. It's going to feel like I'm being touched from the heavens. And this is what this journey is. I always say, you guys get the 4D activation, you see what you're going to achieve, but boy, it's that bloody snail's journey. And a true Ace of Pentacles takes years to ground. It's not just granted. Commitment gets tested time and time again. So they're really confirming you are on your Ace of Pentacles journey. And maybe it's not all set in externally right now through abundance, but you're definitely starting to find your internal abundance. It's not long to go. You need to trust in this. And that's where you're coming to, because you're starting to live in the now and not just focused on what may come. Your activation was always your Ace of Pentacles. I always say there's kind of no bigger miracle than tapping into the universe around us. It's magical. But you guys get granted keys through every ascension, through every rebirth. You increase your knowledge more and more. It takes a long time. But your Ace of Pentacles is shining all around your energy right now, because you're starting to see your life differently. And what we believe, we create. Very nice. Emperor! That's you right now. I don't want to talk about external for this collective. I think you're strengthening, especially these. I always say he rules his empire. He's about structure. He's about stability. He removes chaos. He's all about authority, and you're taking charge of your life. You're strengthening your willpower, your mental discipline. Just that little example of how you're speaking right now. It takes mental discipline to every day, especially when you're in pain and you're falling back to the old belief system. No, I'm choosing gratitude right now. I'm not going to sit in my sadness. Look at my life. I'm going to choose happiness. That takes some mental discipline. There's a reason I said it at the start. People will do it for a day or two and then they're like, bleh, and they forget to do it. This collective, you're truly being consistent. You're understanding it's you that controls your life. And it's funny. Let's go back to he is about stability. Very law and order structure, right? Let's be real. This kind of energy is hard to heal, because truly lacking self-love and self-worth and self-respect in life, especially for years, decades, you guys unfortunately kind of get enthralled by the chaos. You guys get enthralled. The more toxic surroundings are, the more challenge orientated they are, the more you need to chase for that validation and affection. It's like you guys are just enamored by it, because this is what your poor little soul from 3-4 years old got accustomed to craving, right? Healing is meant to really teach you those situations. They don't benefit my nervous system. They accelerate my nervous system. I want stability. I want safety. I want order in my life. I want the situations I align with to soothe my nervous system. I say this about healing all the time. Anyone thinks that a healing journey is going to make you kumbaya? Ridiculous. That's not how it is. Life doesn't get easier, we get better, but we become so self-aware and socially aware of what we're going to align in us. We know our core trigger points. Yes, we learn how to ride the wave of the emotion a little bit better, but we start to realize you don't align with my true needs. Are you whatever your true needs are, dependability, consistency, loyalty, trust, whatever it is that your soul needs, right? So that's something you reflect out, right? A lot of people, before they start their self-awareness transformational journey, they get blinded to the magnetic pull of people. And it doesn't just need to be love. It can be friendships. Those friendships that align with you, it's so codependent. It's kind of love bombing. Like, we've all had them. You, through this journey, even family members, you through this journey, you're meant to really understand, I'm this kind of person, right? So I know that's something in me that cannot change. That's who I am at the core. So anyone, because mirror, reflection, anyone that comes into my life that doesn't embody what I can give, a need, not a want, a need, that's going to put me in acceleration, no matter how healed I am. I'm trying to soothe my anxiety. I'm trying to calm my nervous system. I want structure. I want stability. I want to be able to sit in my Empress glow. I want to feel protected, right? I want to feel safe. So why am I going to align? Because of a magnetic pull or a spark or an attraction. And this is where people go wrong, especially in love. You give your heart away before you really see, do we align at the core level? Are we aligned enough to build a permanent foundation, an everlasting, a life partner energy? And it's the same with friendships. Knowing straight off the bat, is this just fun and exciting, or are we actually, do we align as people? I always say all love is important. Friendship love, family love, pet love, children love, being in love. It's all a different form of love. But this journey is meant to teach us appreciation of all forms of love, okay? And this collective, long deviation, but through this journey and you realizing what you're creating in the background, and you have always had in the background, you're really starting to become aware of what you're going to welcome in, okay? And you, right now, one, keep working on your yang energy within, because it's in full force. And these two, one after another, you really are destined for some great things. But your emotional evolution had to come first, because to rule an empire, you need one balanced emotion, one strong emotion, one determined emotion. So everything you've been going through, if we look at it inside the box, the pain, the this, or that, was teaching you perseverance. It was teaching you determination. It was teaching you to never give up. Okay, it was teaching you to direct your energy in the right places. And I always say this journey, it takes so long. Sometimes we don't even realize we're learning these qualities, but walking through the same fire time and time again, we start to learn slowly but surely. And this is why you guys need periodic assessment all the time. This is magic. And enduring, you've been holding the line, okay. I don't think this collective you've been, well, of course you're battered and bruised in this, but it also confirms what we just said about this is a beautiful energy to have. It really does show determination and perseverance, but it's aligning to the right situations to endure with, okay? Things that accelerate your nervous system, things that make you feel more battered and bruised. Maybe that's where the boundaries, okay? So this collective, I think it was really teaching you along your journey about boundaries and what does align and doesn't align with you. But as well, it's not a permanent fixture right now, but this is something you're creating day by day. And this is why this first part is so important. Those things you're focusing on right now, this is why that stuff needs to be permanence for you, because we're going to start to solidify the outlook, not the in and out, which creates confusion in the outlook. Okay, watch the whole thing. Let's confirm these. Oh, you just got the High Priestess and the Magician. Whenever I see, just personally, I have allocated, whenever I see a magician on us, you're magical. You're powerful, creator of universal magic. With the High Priestess, holy moly. You're destined for big things. But this is why you need a clear state of mind as well. Okay, and you need to trust in your power. The power of you. The blossoming rose that you are. Okay, the diamond that you are. You've got 2 cards here as well, actually 3 really, about your mental discipline, willpower and action as well. So this would be in full force right now for the right collective. And if it isn't, maybe this is just something you do also need to focus on just a little bit right now. But just side note, because it is coming to my mind. High Priestess can be quite mysterious, and sometimes there's some things, unfortunately, that haven't completely been illuminated the way they should be, especially paired with the Magician. There could be some mysteries right now, some hidden secrets around you, but that's the thing, it's meant to be a mystery, and it's not meant to be focused on. Whatever is in your life that you cannot see right now, or you feel that kind of trickster energy, even in your own internal mind, you just need to release with faith and trust. All right? That came to my mind very specifically, because I think this is where sometimes the confusion can set back in when you go, and that is such a surface level kind of in the box emotion. What is hidden? What don't I know? I need to, of course, it's going to cause anxiousness for anyone. So just side note, that is not something you need to worry about. Whatever is destined for you, glowing threads manifestations, will never pass you by. So sometimes world in reverse, I think they're just really showing you when you go back into that 5 of Cups outlook with just failing to remember, and I don't think it lasts for a long time, right? But when you do get stuck in just such the surface level, what's hidden, what's going to arrive, when's it going to arrive, when's this going to happen, it just makes you feel stuck. It makes you feel stagnant. It makes you feel like there is no direction. It makes you feel like this cycle will never end. Okay, and clearly tying into the first deck, and it's so funny, nostalgia's at the bottom with the anxiety card. As soon as you go back into the past, especially with the unanswered questions, this is when you activate that resentment you're trying to heal, that all the emotion that has not been exchanged, right? So when you get into this energy, it's your one row that just makes you stuck and creates that confusion, your very last card. So it's good that I think everyone, I can't stand that saying, I don't like surprises, and I can't stand that saying. This journey, for what you guys need to go through, those mysteries are beautiful. Those surprises that are awaiting you are beautiful. They shouldn't discourage you. If anything, it should motivate you a little bit. Things are hidden for a reason, and I always say this. When your timing is destined to have that full circle moment, it'll come through. It's not your ego's timing, it's divine's timing. But they're really saying, soon as you focus on the spilt milk, you start to feel stuck again. It's an obstacle your soul does not need, so stop focusing on it. So underneath the Ace of Pentacles, strength. So your Ace of Pentacles journey 1 has taught you strength, that female magician, taming that ferocious lion within, infinite potential. It's taught you compassion, understanding. It has taught you self-belief, okay, courage, self-love. You have built a lion's soul through your Ace of Pentacles journey. So maybe all the fruits of your labor may not be permanent right now. But the fruits of your labor internally, the internal abundance that's been created, that's what you need to hold into. Remember, you've learnt to tame that ferocious energy, ferocious lion, the hurricane within. So again, when this comes up, affirm yourself. I am a lion. Look at my strength. Look at my understanding. This takes me back into my programming, which I am trying to heal and not focus on. And the sad thing is, for this collective, this comes over you for things you cannot see. I don't even think you have this in your life. I think your life is beautiful. This comes over with things that are in the dark, things that are hidden, okay? Focusing on things that are hidden and trying to give yourself answers, it would send anyone crazy. Let it be. Okay. Emperor. It's beautiful. 6 of Swords. So you've learnt to come out of your storm, not completely. I think you still fall back into chaos sometimes, especially with this outlook. So you're still healing it, okay? But I do think you are coming out of your storm. I do think that you are moving on from the things that do not serve you. You are finding peace and resolve for yourself. You're starting to realize, I don't need answers to create peace and resolve, okay? This is a card of conflict resolution. But again, just the focus of this collective, the way you're coming into your own conflict resolution with the positive mind frame, that the love, the gratitude, the tenderness that you are focusing on, this right collective, it's clearly doing something, but we just need more consistency with it. Okay. That one flew. Okay, so confirming, so this 4 of Swords in reverse, so the things that burn you out, the things that make you emotionally restless, right? the things that are left unsaid. This is also a card of dormant abilities, which we've had a lot about, but this collective, you're starting to realize my endurance and me holding the line is a power of mine. It's a power of mine. But that needs to go in the right areas of my life. That needs to go in these areas of my life. When I'm focusing on things that make me emotionally restless, because this collective, the things that make you emotionally restless are the things that are out of your control. You cannot see them. So they should not consume your mind and heart. That outlook is starting to solidify in you. This is actually an amazing quality. But when it's directed right? But in the areas that make me feel this way, boundaries, I need to walk away from that. And I just need to trust in the universe, and what will be will always be. Very nice. Very nice. Three of Wands at the bottom. Another card of manifestations. All right, hold on 2 seconds. I just want to get you... Surrender to your attachment of result. It's the only thing that sets you in a tailspin, your expectation. Okay, the formula to success is to do all that you can do to make things happen by focusing on you. Then let go of any result. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay, you gotta let go of the frequency to be able to receive it. Your inner peace. Focus on that, not on what may be. In those moments that you're focusing on this, watch the whole thing. That's when you turn to, with the mental discipline, I'm going to focus on the greatness in my life already. I'm going to focus on stillness. I'm going to focus on just me in this moment. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. Daily emphasis. We emphasize that a couple times in this reading. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within you and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will just flow more easily. Again, it's just a huge confirmation. When you focus on external gain, it sends you confusion. When you focus on this and what you have, and just your amazing soul, the amazing person you are, makes you feel inner peace. Surrender to success. It's destined for you. Who cares when it comes? Look at this card, so beautiful. Does that not just, it's a mirror in the forest, but it just reminds me of a portal in a forest between two trees. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks, because they create abundant blocks, that Five of Cups, or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. And your belief in scarcity, surrender to that. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks. You've got two about it in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Stop doubting. Just believe. Just believe in you. Okay, I just want to get you a little one of these from up. Okay. I know we just got your tarot, but I just want to see what they want to say to you. The Emperor, you got it twice. I'm gonna start. Oh my God, you just got Judgment. So you're going through, I'm going to say another soul's awakening, but you're really reuniting your past, present, future version of yourself. A total transformation is on its way. You're about to heed the call, or you already have, but you're coming through a renewal, okay? You're awakening once again, another rebirth, cleaning the slate for these fundamental changes that needed to be cleared and purged. You're ready for this next chapter. This Emperor energy is about something arriving within the next 7 days. So there could be something coming, and we said it at the start, you're going through this pivotal shift for a reason. So there could be something within the next 7 days that really calls you to stand in your yang strength. Okay. right now, when it comes to this, I'm just trying to internalize this message for you guys. I don't want you guys focusing on external, not this collective, because that's what takes you into that attachment of result. But this getting more information and needing to be a little, you know, what's coming next, what's in the dark, that high, we spoke about it with the high priestess, the magician. This doesn't serve you. The clarity you seek, the clarity you think you need, which you don't really. It's just this you're trying to break free from. It will arrive when it's meant to. And that's all you need to, you just need to trust in that. And if it doesn't arrive, you were never meant to. Okay, you were just, that was not something that was part of your story, and that's okay. Look at the person you are and what you're destined for. Everything that's meant to be in your life will be in your life when it's meant to be in your life. But also, side note, because we have Emperor here, this is also about documents and important details. So there could be some form of contract or document that just maybe that you need to more examine the fine print before making an impulsive decision. So there could be something that comes into your life the next 7 days, that let it be, you know, something through email or business. There's something here, just be careful. Don't just act impulsively, okay? But when it comes to trying to find out things that you are literally a mystery, you don't need to be trying to get more information. This is something that's physically going to come to your table that you just need to take a moment to probably examine it, okay? But you're butterflying. Metamorphosis, another cocoon period. I think this collective, I've said it a few times, you've gone through multiple. But you're being open, embrace the change. There's an evolution of your soul that's happening right now. You are really rising up. You're reinventing yourself in the right way. Beautiful. Oh, you got the stallion. You're breaking free from your old shackles. Wild burst aim, strong emotions, which will come and go as you're going through this this transformation. But this is why there's just good little points here to hold on to for when it does, the strong emotion does come over you. You've got a driving force behind you right now. Your sacral energy, maybe you need to do some sacral clearing. If you've got a little cat, maybe he's doing little biscuits on your tummy, your sacral, or he's lying on your belly. Even if you've got a little puppy or a small dog, maybe they're lying a lot on your abdomen section right now. They're clearing your energy for you, but you're about to unleash the inner beast, but in a tame way. And this is why you've been learning the emotion you've been learning. 23rd of the 4th, 23rd of April, 27th of April, and then you've got 27th of November, 23rd of November. And it's funny because Emperor's 4 and your last one in your top row is 4-4. You could be seeing a lot of 1-4-4, 4-4-4. Okay, Emperor. Okay. I did hear a bit external with this. I do think when it comes to attached energy, which you're trying to let go of right now, I think it's very unpredictable right now. So they definitely aren't resonating with the kind of Emperor energy, that divine masculine strength that a masculine should, well, not should, but, well, actually I'm going to say should embody, especially on this divine journey. But whatever this is, with whatever external masculine you're seeking, okay, there's power struggles right now. It's unpredictable. This is not what's coming in the next 7 days, okay? This is something to do with you. But I think when it comes to this energy, remember, you're learning the boundaries, the assertiveness for a reason. I know at the start we were really talking about your unconditional love and understanding for this whole journey, but you're also seeing yourself and your self-love. And clearly, if this has been held off, and I always say, especially in the divine community, until you properly see your reflection and the power you are and you were born to be, they will never see you the right way. And again, I think this is where you guys can really get stuck on that layer for so long, because every time they arrive in your life, you have that expectation of union, and because you're so focusing on unconditional love, you excuse all the BS. Right now, they're saying, this is unpredictable. This person still isn't balanced the way that they should be. So even if you had potential that this person was to arrive in the next 7, it's releasing them with peace. Oh, nice to hear you. I hope you're doing well. Like, it's not about being frictional. It's not about pushing. It's just release it. Trust. If there's been damage here, which there clearly has, right? And you haven't been, if this person hasn't come forward with any kinds of explanation or respect or whatever it may be, it's not about demanding truth. If someone's done something and broken you and doesn't respect you or doesn't come in to apologize and truly clean the slate, that's answer enough. Oh, it's good to hear from you. I hope you're doing well. That's it. You don't need to go back and forth. And this is coming to my mind for a reason, for this collective, because you're coming into a very big lesson about your self-love and appreciation. And what happens when we come into a big lesson? We then get tested to see if that's something solidified or if it's just something we need to learn once again through another fire. Okay, so learn that lesson, this collective. Let's get one more for that. To really have a new story here, to really have a new beginning, an opportunity, take a leap of faith, I do think there needs to be just a little. Let's actually see just quickly. I don't want this to be external, but let's just get 3 connecting energy. 1, 2. Oh, that's good. So they've got introspection, courage, that's good. So they're going through nostalgia too. Introspection is a process of self-reflection, allowing you to reevaluate your thoughts and feelings and actions. As we're saying, they haven't taken accountability. Through introspection, you can discover your deeper needs and goals, bring clarity and awakening to your inner world, your inner child. That's very good. Courage is the fearless power to face challenges, encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. When this card appears, it reminds you that only by taking the first brave step will you move towards broader horizons. Inspiration is the enlightened formed within, allowing you to see the infinite possibilities of the world. When you are in a state of inspiration, the universe guides you. That's not bad. Let's get one more for introspection. I just want to see what they're... Oh, that's too many. I just want one. Introspection. They're helpless, they're blamed, they're victim mentality. So they are going into introspection. But there's a reason I say everything. I do think this is still a little bit unpredictable. Just, you're going to have to, if there is something that's coming within the next 7 days with an external Emperor energy, just what's confirming it externally, it's not feel. This is good though. This is good. And I always say the right love inspires us to, be the best version of ourselves, not through, you need to change this, you need to change that, but just inspiration to be the best version of yourself, to stand by that person's side because they inspire you. You want to be the best version you can for them. So helplessness is the feeling of losing control over circumstances, making you feel like you cannot change the situation. So they're going over there. That's okay. That's okay. I don't want to focus this on I don't want to anyway. Judgment. Beautiful. Ladybug, luck is on your side for your Ace of Pentacles life. Vibrant and abundant life, happy, comfort, leisure, good health, balance, wishes are coming true. Birth of a daughter, you could have a daughter, or you've had intuition, or you've had dreams of a little girl, spirit baby. You've got this, and 3's expansion, right? Jupiter and ancestors watching, but 3rd of November or 11th of March could be important. You definitely have some beautiful things that this judgment energy you're going through is going to bring in. Okay. Star, that's my other card. The Ace of Pentacles and Star, my card, a card of miracles. You could be an Aquarius, but again, your intellect. Let's go back to the little deviation about you could be getting some documents in the physical. This isn't you being a little detective, but there could be some things. Just be very, you might need to be quite logical when it comes to something. Definitely don't be acting on impulse, but it could be something positive, especially with Star to be underneath this. Okay. This says within the next 2 to 4 weeks. So you could have something popping up in this week ahead. July could be a very impactful month for you, this collective. Or it could be coming in through an Aquarius, just as a sign. Okay. So your metamorphosis, reinventing yourself, you've got the moon. So divine feminine energy, your sensuality, there's recognition on the way. There's certain things about your intuition that maybe haven't come to fruition just yet that could be beelining you. And then you've got romance and affection and luck is on your side. Look at all these cards about luck. But be careful. This is good fortune, yes, but this is also, so luck, happy coincidence, good fortune, a reward, right? Carefree. But this also has, it's such a weird pairing, this card, but then it has unexpected rendezvous, a fling, and you just want to, if there's anything like that coming, especially if you've chosen a path of celibacy, and just be very protective of your sacral energy right now. And then your last card, so it does need balance, temperance. So your stallion energy, and we deviated about that, but you are coming into a beautiful balance, and there's things with your patience that's definitely going to be rewarded when it's meant to be rewarded. Okay, but just remember life, love, experience, moderation. Okay. Maybe you're, healing kind of that personality type of that excessive behavior as well. Like you're someone that has to do everything in excess. Let it be you want to renovate. It all needs to be done at once. Or you're moving into a home, or you need everything brand new. Or you're shopping online and you fill your cart up with like 100 things. Like you just, there's a reason those are coming to my mind as an example. You could have examples in your life how you do everything in excess. Just moderate, okay? All right, okay. Who's guiding you right now? I butcher these angels' names. Sorry. Vihua, I don't know. 47, angel of willpower, mental discipline and new beginnings, motivation, ambition, a new start, aspirations, new projects, and attaining certain goals. I infuse you with creative passion and energy to start and successfully complete new projects. Today's the day. Something beautiful could be happening with your work, or to start that that willpower. But success and Amazonian night, that's a green stone, I'm pretty sure. Number 15, Joff, the angel of the beauty of God. Appreciate beauty, follow your bliss, joyful fulfillment, live authentically. The patron of artists. Expand your consciousness by taking time to appreciate beauty, that gratitude, love, and reveal in the lusciousness of all creation. Okay, I'm terrible. Calcite, next 4 to 6 months, things are very likely to start really trickling in for you. Last one. Okay. I'm not even going to say it. 42, angel of, there is something that you need to contemplate on that is coming up that you don't want to rush with decision. Raises your vibration, emotional and spiritual growth, especially through meditation, understanding and confidence. I provide insight and aid, spiritual growth, and help you find words to articulate oh, sorry, not articulate, accurately express feelings. Emotions and ideas. Tanzanite, now moment. So isn't it funny? The two cards about action, they're saying start it now. So the two cards here about moving, making decisions, willpower, it's like now. And they're saying meditate. Okay. What I'm going to do over on YouTube today, I will do a you verse them. Are my eyeballs on? Yeah. I will do a you verse them over there, but I'm just going to leave this as a soul reading for this collective because that's what you guys need right now. Okay. All right, let's get you some charmies. Oh, when the student is ready, the teacher appears and you got the red thread. What's I know it's white. I'm going to bloody paint it red because I always say that every time. It's meant to be red. But what's destined for you will not pass you by. Okay, you got the thread. And when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Cobra, you could have a snake or you could have just found a snake skin or... but full moon energy, which is on its way. The golden butterfly, you. Look up the meaning of the golden butterfly. That is you, my angels. And maybe you need to get down to the beach. I always see seashells as Aphrodite for some reason, or maybe you collect seashells, or again, you could have a beautiful memory to do with the beach, or you could have just found a seashell that looks exactly like that. But again, more healing in you. Just focus on your beautiful heart space, your sacral right now. Heal and balance. Initials, you've got R, F, Q, and then a little golden love heart. And then we've got the pearl. Remember, the world is your oyster. Emotions and ideas. Tanzanite, now moment. So isn't it funny? The two cards about action, they're saying start it now. So the two cards here about moving, making decisions, willpower, it's like now. And they're saying meditate. Okay. What I'm going to do over on YouTube today, I will do a you verse them. Are my eyeballs on? Yeah. I will do a you verse them over there, but I'm just going to leave this as a soul reading for this collective because that's what you guys need right now. Okay. All right, let's get you some charmies. Oh, when the student is ready, the teacher appears and you got the red thread. What's I know it's white. I'm going to bloody paint it red because I always say that every time. It's meant to be red. But what's destined for you will not pass you by. Okay, you got the thread. And when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Cobra, you could have a snake or you could have just found a snake skin or... but full moon energy, which is on its way. The golden butterfly, you. Look up the meaning of the golden butterfly. That is you, my angels. And maybe you need to get down to the beach. I always see seashells as Aphrodite for some reason, or maybe you collect seashells, or again, you could have a beautiful memory to do with the beach, or you could have just found a seashell that looks exactly like that. But again, more healing in you. Just focus on your beautiful heart space, your sacral right now. Heal and balance. Initials, you've got R, F, Q, and then a little golden love heart. And then we've got the pearl. Remember, the world is your oyster. So important birthdays, dates coming up, memories, angel numbers. 7th of the 8th, 8th of the 7th, 28th of the 1st, 28th of the 7th, 28th of the 5th. 15th of the 1st, and then 1st of the 1st. It could be a birthday as well, memory. Portal energy. 12th of the 6th, 6th of the 12th, 666. Beautiful. 12th of the 4th, 16th of the 6th, and 14th of the 6th. Very nice. All right, my loves, like I said, I will be, for anyone wanting, anyway, I'll be over YouTube a little bit later today. Love you.